Hey there, and welcome to GemStars, part of the Untold Stories Project. I'm Wiki, and I'll be your host and game master this evening. GemStars is an actual play of Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG from Green Ronin Publishing. Set in the world of LaFonde. Mutants and Masterminds is a G20-based system that allows players and GMs to create stories featuring all of the greatest heroes of their imagination. One of the fun things about Mutants and Masterminds is the inclusion of the hero point. Hero points allow heroes to re-roll a die, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, make small scene edits, or use powers in creative ways. Heroes each start with one of these hero points and can gain additional points for good role-playing, funny jokes, clever decisions, having their characters' complications used against them, and by your generosity. That's right, if you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to the stream, you will generate a hero point that can be given to the player or GM of your choice. We are a small but growing streaming network, and those follows, subscriptions, likes, and comments, both here on Twitch and over on YouTube, help keep us visible, growing, and paying our bills. Now, let's meet our heroes for tonight, shall we? Say, so many ribbons, heroes!
So many ribbons, heroes.
Wow, that was almost like together.
Almost.
Better than last week.
Yeah, better than last week.
So
Better
heroes,
than any game I've played.
so heroes, let's go ahead and have you introduce yourselves, tell us your name, who you're playing, and answer the question of the week, which is, if you, the player, were a magical girl, what would your transformation sequence look like, and what would your powers be? And we will start with, I believe, it's Brandon.
Hi, everybody. I am Brandon. I play Emerald, the wielder of the Gemstone of Luck. And I think as a single dad with shared parenting, it's pretty clear what my transformation would be. That, starting from my slovenly bachelorhood, when the kids come over, I do the, superhero dad stance and transform into a competent adult.
Brandon stole mine.
And I will pass it off to Joe.
Oh God. I'm not ready. Okay, that broke me.
Yay, I broke Joe.
If I, Joe, the almost opposite of what Brandon could be in life, I feel like my catchphrase would have a slurry of cuss words in it for sure. And once that's activated, a herd of cats come rushing through. I get covered in art supplies and I just pop out like a little chaos gremlin, like, I shall make everything. And then it's like essentially Momo's powers from My Hero Academia that just like, I can make things just like whatever I think, it gets made. That's what I would really like in life. Aunt Puppy.
Thing is, though, I'm
So-
before my powers activate.
I am Aunt Puppy, and I am playing Elliot, who is the wielder of Alexandrite, which is magic. She's also a demon. Demonesque. I'm not gonna go full-blown demon. She's demon light.
Is that like statuesque or burlesque?
Yes.
Both. Why not both? And I honestly don't. I mean, Wiki didn't give me this question ahead of time either. So, I mean, like, I didn't have to
I
really-
will come through this stream.
Lies and
I will.
deceptions.
I mean, but so mine would basically be me just like sitting on the couch wrapped in a blanket, and I would cocoon myself around and then just bust out. And then my power would be that I could speak to all animals. Mainly just because I've been told I have too many and continue to absorb more and more. So mine would be that I can just kind of talk to animals. But it would be more on the level of, if you guys have seen the episode of Supernatural where where Dean can talk to animals, that would be more the vibe that I would have with the animals. So it'd be a lot of swearing and telling them to shut up while no one else can understand what anyone's saying. So I just look like I'm yelling at like a chipmunk in the middle of the street, telling it to shut up, that I know what I'm doing. So it feels right for me, honestly. So I'll pass it down to Aaron.
So I am Aaron. I am playing Braylon, wielder of the Amber GemStar of Transformation. And my transformation sequence would probably involve me sitting at my desk, and then a stack of bills would appear, and then a stack of comic books would appear, and then a bunch of DVDs, and then a bunch of my child's sippy cups, and then my other child's dance bag, and then it would all fall down on top of me, and I would emerge with the power of dad trivia, where I could lecture about a topic on and on and on and on forever and bore people to sleep.
Good. He could. Input from the child. He
So
could.
it's kind of like Jigglypuff. You kind of just like
Kind of, yeah,
singing,
yeah.
you just tell dad jokes. You dad joke people to sleep.
Well, no, it would always start with trivia and having a relevant fact, but then just going on way too long about it.
The amount of
So-
stories I know because it mentioned something and then he just had to explain the entire lore, and I'm like, this will come in handy one day, I guess.
Probably not.
Probably not.
So with that, I will go ahead and punt it over to Calvin.
Okay, well, everyone, I'm Calvin. I'm playing Arcelia, wielder of the Ruby Gemstar of Strength. I'm here on Mondays and Tuesdays, and also open the Win with Dice channel on YouTube. We have podcasts and streams and all that fun stuff. For the question of the day, I certainly know my power would be the power to do multiple things at once, but never finish any of them.
That's my power.
I was trying to figure out my transformation sequence, but honestly, I could picture it just being like all those flashy lights and backgrounds and everything, and the camera swirling around and all that fun stuff. And then right at the end, my voice from off screen, like, oh, right now? That's probably
I was really hoping it would involve like maple leaves and syrup and maybe a moose.
And Tim Hortons.
It would be a very sticky mess every time I transform, but yeah, that's what it would probably be if I actually showed up.
And a little bit of French thrown in randomly.
Pourquoi?
I was never very good at French, but sure. And yeah, I'll pass it off to Jemmy.
Oh god, well, hi, I'm Jemmy. I play Mary, whose full name will be disclosed when I remember how to say it.
So never.
never, it's never being disclosed. I have the GemStar of Morganite, with interesting power set that'll be revealed today, because I almost said that and then went, hold up, that's not out yet. Oh god, okay, so if I think if I had a transformation sequence, it would probably be a more typical one with like a bunch of like, you know, sparkles and ribbons, and then it would end because one of the ribbons got caught around my ankle and I tripped and fell on the floor. And it would just be that was intended, and it was clearly not, but that would be mine. But I don't know what my power would be, except for the fact of I could hold a conversation with a wall. So it might be talking to inanimate objects, because
Your ability would be to summon minions absolutely anywhere and everywhere.
I'm really good at talking.
That would be
to
your
people.
power.
Actually,
Clearly you're
I was about to deny it, and then I realized I have at my lunch table 3 new kids that just kind of didn't have anywhere else to go, and I was like, "You're with us now. You're friends. You stay here."
And your transformation phrase would be, I meant to do that.
The transformation phase is, "Hi, nice to meet you," and that's when the thing happens, and then I fall. But that would probably be it. And I pass our thing back up to our lovely GM Wiki. Wiki, what's your transformation?
Um, probably I would just explode out of a mess of like papers and craft supplies and fabric and googly eyes and just a pile, and I just explode out of it. And then my powers would be the powers of sass and judgment face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that tracks.
real simple for me. There might be flames during the transformation because so without further ado, when last we saw our magical girls, they had all acquired by various means mysterious crystal gemstone accessories, had a very strange shared dream that told them to find each other and the Guardian in a place called Ithium. After a few shenanigans and some help from a couple of their new magical animal companions, they discovered that they needed to travel to the center of the Crystalline Mountains, which is a place that no Lafondian has ever gone, as far as anyone knows. And upon arriving at the outskirts of those mountains, they were all magically transported into a giant geode-like cavern where the Guardian was waiting for them. The Guardian greeted them and promptly challenged them to prove their worth as GemStars. And suddenly they found themselves surrounded by 9 huge red crystalloids.
Did we gain a whole extra one? Because last week it was 8.
Nope, that's 9.
Oh no, we
We're in
miscounted.
danger.
GemStars, you've all just been compelled to utter your transformation phrases for the first time.
Didn't we do it last week?
So while I go ahead and move us onto the encounter map, why don't you all tell us what your transformation phrase is and what your transformation looks like? And we will go in opposite order. Jimmy, you're first.
I hate you. What did I do to you?
So that's what unexpected terror looks like.
Oh my god! I was like, okay, a little bit, and then we'll go in opposite order. 1 second to de-read myself.
While she's trying desperately to compose herself, Wiki, don't forget I have 5 luck points.
Oh yeah, I gotta pass out those things, huh?
Okay.
You do.
Oh god. Okay.
Some of you do have extras because I just let some of you do have extra hero points because I just let those carry over this week because we haven't actually had much of a chance to really use those yet.
Okay.
How many do you have, Brennan? 4?
5.
That's a lot of luck. Okay.
You should see those now. Does anyone else have left points? I need to. Nope. Okay. Please continue.
Okay. So I guess since Mary had the sudden compulsion to utter a phrase, because that's the plot point we're going with. Morganite Crystal Restore, GemStars activate, and oh god, I don't remember why I wrote that down because I had like 5 sentences and said that's not right. So we're gonna go with a very Sailor Moon-esque transformation sequence-ish, with a lot of the ribbons forming the outfit. I don't know how to describe Mary's outfit because I was never good at that. But the transformation sequence is literally just filled to the brim with sparkles and glitter and lots of cutesy little poses being struck as each new part of the outfit appears. Only for it to end with Mary striking a kind of cute pose with making a little heart with her hands. I'm done. I don't do these well. Calvin, go blow them away with yours because mine's done.
I mean, okay. I thought yours was good.
Thank you. I didn't.
You're being far too harsh on yourself, child.
Yeah.
That's called Gen Z teenager.
That's their untransformed power. Calvin.
Okay, so Arcelia yells out, Ruby Crystal Might, GemStar activate. And then she will, I guess like her transformation starts with her slamming her fists together with this burst of like this red arcing, almost lightning-like energy. And then this ruby crystal forms around her hands and starts to spread down her arms, soon covering her entire body. And then it starts to like shatter in reverse, starting from her legs, and it reveals like her armored boots, and then it moves upwards, revealing the belt, and like a bow appears on her belt with like a little splash of energy. The crystal keeps disappearing upwards, and a portion of it forms into the tiara on her head with like the little triangular symbol embedded in it. And then the last of it travels down her arms, and she strikes a final dramatic pose with a very dramatic finger point as the last of the energy sparks off her fingers with a bright flash. And she will direct that point towards the biggest crystal guy there.
And that takes us to Braylon.
Braylon looks and feels themselves compelled to say, Amber Crystal Metamorphosis, GemStar activate. At which point the gem on their choker starts to emit a bright light until Braylon's entire body becomes just this translucent amber silhouette. Then starting at their feet, amber crystals begin to emerge, cocooning up their feet, legs, hips, and all the way over their head until there's just a cocooned shape. At the same time, motes of light begin to cascade down their body in a spiral, spinning slowly as they start and speeding up as they get to the bottom. Those little motes of light then start to transform into fire, crackles of electricity, shards of ice, droplets of water, other liquids. And as they start spinning faster and faster around them, the crystals start to crack until finally the crystals just erupt outwards, leaving Braylon standing there in their relatively simple looking costume with one arm completely sheathed in fire, the other sheathed in crystal, and the arm that has the crystal is starting to stretch out towards the nearest opponent, as Braylon is now the Amber GemStar. And I will kick it back upstairs to Aunt Puppy.
So Elliot feels compelled to say her phrase, but is slowly fighting it as hard as she can, because she is like, what is this garbage? And she's looking at the other ones that have now transformed, and she's like, what is happening? And so she says it, but she says it under her breath, very reluctantly, and goes, Alexandrite Crystal Enchantment Green GemStar activate. Like very not like wanting to say it, very hush hush, and like doesn't want anyone to know that she's doing it. So of course that in turn means that her transformation is ridiculous.
Brighter, flashier than all the others.
So basically she is engulfed. She starts to spin like Wonder Woman when she would change into her Wonder Woman costume. And as she spins faster, a cloud of essentially lightning and fireworks and all sorts of things in purple start forming around her as she spins. And Elliot starts out by wearing just kind of basic, cute goth girl clothes. So now she's seeing herself transform in this cloud, similar to how, not ribbons, but like, and not really electricity, but just kind of like energy wrapping around her like ribbons, putting her costume on, and just like sparks and lightning and all sorts of craziness. And then as she finishes spinning and stands straight, she kind of just like stands there like, puts her hands out and just kind of poses like, what the fuck just happened? And with that, a little tiny spark comes out of her hand and just shoots off like a really tiny, weak, pathetic firework. And she just kind of stands there like, what? And
So I want to make clear that unlike everyone else's transformation, everyone else saw the transformation in real time. It wasn't just an experience for her.
yeah. It was just, she's standing there and then suddenly engulfed in fireworks and lightning bolts and clouds. And everyone is just looking at her like that.
Mary's just gonna go.
Everyone else, when you started to transform, it was sort of a, you have the experience, but from the outside looking in, it was snap. You went from normal to costume, except when Alexandrite did it.
This little.
But yeah, my favorite part is definitely she's at the end with her hands out, just going like, this is so dumb. And so she's so angry about what she's having to do. But yeah, like a little tiny, like,
Phew.
yeah, little firework just out of her hand.
You look great.
And then she just like kind of drops her head and is like, all right.
You look great.
And that will take us to Sunlight.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, got to mention that in my intro. Total Light Crystal Super Sentry Gemstar activate! And all you notice is she reaches in her hood and she yanks out her little dagger. And when her hair falls down, she is cloaked in shadow. That she essentially disappears on the spot. And an energy bolt, instead of like a lightning bolt from up to down, it's like a energy spikes upwards, crackling along her form, similar to what kintsugi looks like on pottery, but this is a silver line instead of gold. And then it shatters out from all of these spindly cracks, and crystals fall away tinkling, and she's left there in her outfit holding the little sodalite dagger from her hair. And that is her pose, just like, I will mess this stuff up. Don't come near me. I don't
So
want
that's gonna cut a bitch.
Yeah, no, totally gonna.
Like, I didn't even say what happened to my gem, like where it went from.
I didn't either.
I completely forgot about that.
Oh
The
yeah,
gem-
no, technically, like the little dagger is now a regular dagger, and her crystal is on her belt. At
Yeah,
some point,
Elliot's moved to a tiara. She went from a brooch to a tiara, and it did it just like Sailor Moon, where it's like, doo-doo, and then it turns into this goth crown.
Oh,
All right, I think it's my turn.
Yes, that takes
So-
us to Emerald.
Kingsley will excitedly say, Emerald Crystal Fortune, GemStar, activate. And then she'll have a little squeak of joy, like Glenda the Good Witch, that I'm not capable of making. And then her transformation will be very similar to She-Ra's original transformation. Well, I should say first transformation in the new series. She'll kind of cross her arms and then wind them out, and her body will go really bright, shiny emerald green. And then it will kind of, a little line of change will go up her body, where you'll see her uniform, her costume kind of come into place. Then there's the bit with the hair, because that is key. Her hair changes from an iridescent to the bright emerald green, and so we get this moment where it gets really, really big. Then her necklace transforms into a tiara that goes around, and then she kind of like puts her arms together and kind of jumps up into the air, and as she's jumping up there, she goes like this. and says "teehee" in a very cute way. That again, I'm not able to do.
Do you need me to do all the little? Do you need me to do all the little sounds?
Yes. Perfect. Give me the squeak now. Squeak for joy. There we go.
My God. Okay.
Happy to offer my service.
So you are all transformed. Can everyone see the map?
Turned on a camera to face palm. And I think the people need to know.
You can see the map.
Okay.
Yes, you can see the map. Sorry.
On the map. On the map.
Not sure why oh, there we go. That's why,
That's a different map.
because Alex hasn't changed it yet.
Wow, Alex.
That's the wrong map, Alex.
Come on, Alex.
It's the wrong map.
Turning off the Twitch while Alex.
There you go. There you go. We need to put you on player view. Okay, so you all have just had your transformation, and the guardian nods at you, claps his hands, and the cavern around you changes a bit. The crystals that are pointing in every direction, they sort of close in a little to make the space smaller. And the crystal section that he is standing on actually rises into the air so that he is looking down on this battlefield. And on the floor that was once clear of crystals, a few crystal obstructions rise up through the floor and separate the group of you. So you can see on the map a sort of rainbow colored crystal has separated you, more or less.
I just appreciate that all of our tokens' faces that the artist drew encompass exactly what I think every single one of our characters' faces would look like at this very moment.
I disagree. I think my face is changing to one of fear.
You went from, yeah, this is fun, to, oh God, this is not fun.
So I would like everyone to roll our first initiative.
Woo!
And
Remember to click on your token.
don't forget
Yeah,
to click on your
mate.
token.
Okay, this is the first roll. Surely it won't be a 1, right?
Can I have the first one? The one that I didn't click while I was rolling my character.
Same, because I messed that up too.
Initiative. That wasn't too bad. Okay. That could have been worse.
Okay, that was better.
It was over a 10 for the first roll, and that's impressive.
That's rude. That is. That's rude. I'm sorry.
It's not great that our two most direct fighters are at the bottom of the initiative.
Isn't that how it usually goes?
Yeah, but
I mean,
I don't like how high one of the Crystal Guardians initiative is.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We got this.
No.
All right, Soda.
eh,
Okay, so Light, you are up first. What you see are 9 of the largest crystalloids you have ever seen. The smaller of the group, which is 6 of them, are somewhere between 10 and 12 feet tall, and they're chunky. They're like linebackers. And the larger 3 are somewhere between 15 and 20 feet tall. Various. And again, they're beefy. And they have all started to sort of encircle you. And they are very definitely taking up stances of, we're about to kick your butt. And now that you've transformed, you begin to sense powers, and as you think about them and you start to try to figure them out, you start to intuitively figure out what your powers are.
Okay. Oh, it's a, I am no. I'm a shoot. Why is my little dagger different now? I don't like this. I'm gonna stab a bitch. I'm gonna use my knife and I don't this is suicidal. Whatever. She's nervous as heck. Anyway, she's gonna run up and try to stab this one. Just be like, I don't know what you are, but do it. Okay. That's a 25.
Okay. All right. That will definitely hit.
Tell the audience what she rolled.
25.
She
sorry.
rolled a 25. She said.
But it's just a 17 save on something, which I'm sure it's gonna have.
Hold on, I have to. I'm just checking something. I can't remember how I built these guys. Okay, so you crack them pretty hard.
Okay.
Oh dear. Okay. This is going well. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Okay, so how do I mark that? You run up and you take your dagger. Is this your crystal dagger or your normal silver one?
It was silver one.
Okay, so you run up and you take the silver dagger and you just aim for the knee, and you manage to find a chink somewhere in there that hits something softer than the outer crystal, and yeah, you did some damage there.
And then I guess for that's really it. I mean I kind of want to run back away from it.
Do
I
you,
don't want to stay near him. But I don't know. I can't have another movement, can I?
Not unless you have move by action.
No, I do not. Okay.
okay.
Then
you are where you are.
Squishy on the inside.
I think I know what Joe's gonna buy with her first PowerPoints.
Yeah.
Dodge. No, I'm not staying near you.
Okay, so that takes us to the green squad.
Bring it.
I wouldn't say that.
The little guys are each going to move into combat with Sodalite and Amber.
Yep.
You each have little guys happening, and the big guy is going to move here. So we will start with the little guys. Sodalite, the one next to you, is, let me make sure I'm on the correct, yes. It's going to roll a 26 to hit you.
Oh God. Do I use dodge?
Yeah, no, you want your parry on that one.
And it's going to be 10 plus your parry.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It hits.
Does it hit? Okay. I'm going to need your DC is 25 toughness, please. Oh my God.
Oh,
Well, you do have hero points.
I do, but like, I'm not tough. I'm not tough.
Mm.
I am not Tough.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's a
It's-
stagger. You don't want to be staggered the
I
first
know I
time.
don't. I know I don't. I'm trying to think of like what else can I do besides just re-rolling that stat.
Just let me look into something here.
I look into my thing really quick.
How close is this happening? This is over here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's right
pretty
here.
close.
Could I interpose?
Yeah, you could probably jump over that crystal if you'd like to.
Okay,
Oh,
I just have to read how reaction for the round. As a reaction, yeah. Use of reflex normally. Cannot use the advantage against blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. So
If you would like to jump in there and you can make the toughness save.
I will,
Wait,
or
wait. I have defensive roll 4. You can avoid damage through agility and rolling with an attack. You receive a bonus to your toughness equal to your advantage rank.
That
But-
should be built in.
Yeah.
Yes. Never mind. Please save me.
Yeah, what,
Please save me.
what is your toughness?
I mean, to be fair, you did roll a 7.
What is your toughness?
6.
What?
6.
Then it's not adding the +4 because it's only adding 6.
Her toughness is 6, including that +4. Her stamina
Okay,
is 2.
I was asking what your actual ranks in toughness were.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
2.
4.
Oh well.
That's the bonus. It's 4. I'm not tough. It's not. I'm made for stealth, not tough.
I got you. So
All right.
I don't know how to take
seeing this attack coming in, Ruby is going to, relying on instincts, move herself in way of the attack.
Okay.
And I will make that toughness save.
All right. Okay. Get out of the way, big guy. There you go. And you're fine.
The
I
big
mean,
guy
you
is now
feel
on
like
top-
that probably should have hurt, but it didn't.
Yeah, like she winces a little and then realizes it just felt like nothing, and
Yeah.
just a big grin of confidence. And she looks over her shoulder at Sodalite.
Stands up a little taller.
Okay, the big guy's on me now.
You good?
Meh.
I'm way too in the open.
Yeah, probably.
Amber.
Yeah.
So I hate to say this in a way that will hit me probably. Is the big guy doing anything? Or did he do the thing?
We'll get there in a second.
Well, he's on the green team, so I was confused.
Yep, we'll get there. I'm doing the little guys first.
Okay, second question. Is we like sharing the same space? Is we like sharing the same space? That's a word, right? No, it's
No,
not
it,
grammar.
it kind of moved next to you.
Okay, so that's terrifying. Thank you.
Does a 20 hit, Braylon?
20 does hit me.
Okay. Same DC.
I would actually like to spend a hero point to instant counter.
Okay.
As Braylon, not knowing how they're doing it, will instinctively transform into hydrogen gas.
Okay. So with that hero point, you use your powers of transformation to transform into something that can't be hit. And the fist just goes right through you.
Does it hit the crystal behind it and cause a spark?
I did say hydrogen, didn't I?
Yeah.
No, because it was swinging for the gas, not the. They have control.
Oh.
All right. And Green Leader is going to move forward there. And let me get the right sheet up, please. And I need for, I think everyone, let me measure that. Yeah, everyone, to please make me a, dodge save, as the large one steps into this center area and just brings down a massive foot into the ground, and everything starts shaking.
That was a good roll. That was actually a really bad roll. I just have
Happy with my 28
dodge.
damage.
22.
That's a terrible dodge. And she's supposed to. I have uncanny dodge. This is stupid.
Yeah, how do you have
Roll
a
that.
+5 only? Wait, that's not you. Maybe I
Right.
might have been wrong.
Oh, I have plus 14.
No, you have +14. I'm tired. How does Alexandria only have a +5?
A different kind of sneaky.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so is that everybody? That's everybody, correct?
I'm gas.
Oh yes, you're gas right now, so you're fine. You're fine.
I was like, I probably don't actually need to be affected by this. I'm also not standing on the ground anymore, so
Yeah, you're fine.
Or
You're-
fully corporeal, so
or corporeal. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. So anyone who made an 18, which I think is all of you,
Yep.
I'm going to need first a crap on a cracker.
What's that?
first-
Fortitude save?
A what? Sorry.
So what's crap on a cracker? A fortitude save?
Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm with
No.
you, dudes.
First, give me a toughness save, please.
I don't do that. Apparently I do, actually. I mean, I don't, but apparently I'm rolling okay enough for that to be a yes.
Yeah, you just gotta believe.
I don't believe is the thing. I'm surprised.
Go squad!
Go good.
Did anyone get below an 18?
No.
Okay, you're fine there.
We're too
And then
Well, but I
I-
didn't do it yet. What was I doing? I wasn't listening.
Toughness save.
toughness.
Toughness. Oh,
Don't
I'm
get below an
pretty
18.
sure.
All right.
How? Shit. My toughness is 15 and I got a 20.
It's still
Uh,
enough.
It's good enough.
You good?
And I need another dodge save, please,
Oh,
from
No.
everyone except the
God.
gas cloud.
Goodness gracious.
Ooh, double dodge.
sorry.
Yeah.
Got one higher than
Ooh.
had to get the highest score here with the 31.
All right, I don't think anyone got below a 14 on that. Everybody is fine, but when this crystalloid brings its foot down, the entire cavern starts to shake, and bits of crystal fly off the ground and the walls, and you can see how that might be dangerous.
You did this next to me.
And you managed to stay standing and avoid damage.
I guess.
Emerald,
Well, she's gonna say, "Oh dear," and then move around over to here, next to her friends. Whoa, where'd I go?
you disappeared under Morganite.
Hi.
Oh,
on.
it is a grid. I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very faint.
I should have made the grid a little darker.
And then
Are you going
I
behind her or next to
will.
her?
I will. What was that?
Did you want to be behind her or next to her? I just moved you so you could see yourself.
Yeah, behind her.
Okay.
Kind of like behind next, because I looked over and saw Mari also didn't look like maybe she got powers that were handy
Wow.
in a knockdown drag out slugfest.
Whip.
I said also didn't get.
I have a whip.
Then I'm gonna spend my one lone hero point And I am going to say, GemStars, it's time to shine. And everybody gets a +5 to every roll they make until the start of my next turn.
Yes.
Ooh,
Let's
ooh.
go. That
That's
is
gonna be
not
real
Joe, by the
spicy.
way. That is just Joe.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Alexandrite.
So I've not ever dealt with a magic based character sheet. And by that I mean it's literally different than the only other one I've ever used. So I don't know what I can and can't do exactly.
Well, you tell
So
me what you'd like to do and we'll figure it out.
so my thought is that she's standing there, she saw all these things and all that, and just instinctively wanted to protect herself. So she sets up what was it? She could go invisible essentially, or she's concealed from all, like she shields herself just instinctively, but doesn't know that she's obviously like going to keep her from being visible to everybody.
All right.
She can absolutely make herself invisible, but you do lose the benefit of 14 points of your toughness while you do so.
Ouch.
Well, that would put me at a toughness of 1.
Yes, but
They
no
can't
one can
see.
see you.
True.
Definitely a benefit.
I mean, I ideally what she would basically just like panic and like want to cover herself, but not realize that she's like turning herself off to everybody.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
So does that count as a move or an action?
I believe that's set up as your as an action, correct?
Moving what powers are active in an array is a free action, but you can only do it once per turn.
Okay.
So she can change from her spell of protection to you can't see me as a free action. She would still have a move and a standard left.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Okay. So, but normally it would count as an action. Like if I wasn't, like if I just immediately used that power, is that still a free action of changing between the two forever, or just this time since it's her first time?
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Moving the power from one to another is free, and concealment is a free action. So both of those are free actions. Yeah.
Forever and ever. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, so she's just instinctively gonna be like, oh shit, and like try and cover up from everything that's like falling on her, but not realizing that she's like shielding herself from everybody. And she's not gonna know that she shielded herself from everybody, so she's going to think, I need to get out of here.
GTFO.
Yeah. And she just instinctively like starts to run away, but running towards like she's gonna fight her way out essentially.
That is the other thing. When the transformation of the cavern happened, there are no exits.
That you know of.
There
So
are
we
no
make one.
exits
That she
that
knows
you
of.
can see.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean she's not gonna look for one. She's like, these things had to get in here somehow.
that's
You know,
fair.
I do have a power called serendipity.
So she's gonna run towards the little one first, thinking I can hit him and get to that edge quickly. Even though there's also a big one over there. She's just gonna panic and run.
Can you ping for me where you're headed?
I think I might go over here. I don't know how to do that. The red one. It's right over here. I'll move over here.
Over there?
Yep.
Okay. Are you going to hit it?
Yes, my plan was because she now has a staff that she doesn't know where it came from. So she's just gonna swing it like a baseball bat at him.
All right.
She's trying to
You can go ahead
kneecap.
and move yourself to wherever you want to be.
Okay. And then so So I use the staff in my attacks because I'm using it as a melee weapon, correct?
Correct.
Okay. That's what I thought.
And Wiki, unless there's something weird going on, the crystalloid should have half its normal parry because...
Yes,
Individual attacks.
because I can't see it. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I get a +5 with whatever I roll now.
Also
correct?
true.
That is correct.
I can never remember which ones do and do not get the extras.
My extra, that particular extra, everyone gets it on everything.
Okay. So I rolled a 21, or I got a 21 +5, so 26.
That definitely hits.
Okay. It's an 18.
And they rolled a 20 for a 26.
Ooh.
So when you swing it like a baseball bat and it makes contact and it just kind of stops and you kind of feel it vibrate up through the staff and up through your arms.
And so she's gonna stand there holding this like essentially vibrating staff in her hand and just go, no, 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 it's like really loud, but not realizing that no one can see, hear, or smell her in any way, shape, or form.
Where's that voice coming from?
Yeah, like
Where'd the
No,
purple
you-
one go?
Having
No,
a day,
you-
man.
you can't hear me.
You can't
because
hear
nothing.
her.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh shit, you're right.
Oh, wow.
All
Concealment
senses
from
are
all
numb.
senses.
Well,
There you
go.
To the rest of you, it's like Alexandrite just
Nope.
vanished.
Yeah.
Oh goodness,
So
I
she
hope she's
doesn't-
all right.
She doesn't realize that none of you guys saw what just happened to her. So she's freaking out, but nobody can tell that she's freaking out.
maybe that's her power.
Oh.
Yeah, so to all of you, it looks like I was just like, yeah, I'm out of here. And I just like pushed a button out.
Just noped out.
So that moves us on to the blue squad.
No.
We don't need more squads active. I'm already kind of panicking.
Oh, quick question though.
All right, your gas, it wouldn't move there. It's gonna.
So if one of those guys moves, do they, since they obviously can't hear, see, feel, or taste me in any way, shape, or form? Like how, like are they
Why
just
would
gonna
tasting you be an issue?
They can actually still
They
feel
can.
you.
They can touch you.
You are not
Okay.
intangible.
They're
Yeah,
running
you're
around
not-
tongue first.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, are they gonna have to go through me
Do they
and then
have
not
a tongue?
realize they're going through me?
No, they
But it-
won't go through you because you're not insubstantial. If they try to move to where you're standing, they will
Mhm.
run into you and stop
Okay. Okay.
because they will then know that, hey, there's something there that I can't see.
So the red guy, if he wanted to go across from where he is, he'd
And
run
tried to
into me.
move through you, he'd run into you. Correct.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make, I wasn't 100% sure how, like, if they were like bumped into me and was like, ah, what is that? And just like tumbled away. Like, I didn't know how that worked.
All right. So because Amber is a ball of gas, this blue one is going to double move to get in here with the one that just brushed off a full-on smack to the face like it wasn't nothing.
Hello.
And this one, this little one is going to move over to Emerald and try to take a swing.
Oh, leave the bestie alone.
13, does that hit? Does that hit Emerald?
Oh, what was it?
13.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so because it's amusing to me that Emerald is the one that got the low roll, considering her
Yeah.
power set.
Yeah.
And the way
So-
it didn't hit, it was something like, she slipped on a piece of the jagged rocks everywhere, and just the punch went like right over
Right
her.
overhead. All right. This big guy. Let's see where he can move to.
I don't think he should move. I think he should stay where he is.
This guy's gonna have a little jaunt upward toward one of the little crystals that is standing there, and is going to.
That is way too close to me.
Yeah.
Emerald just kind of looks up and goes,
Too close, too close. And is going to sort of do a like kind of puffing themselves out. They look like they're jazzing themselves up, kind of like a football player might before a game.
Oh God.
And then with a great
yep.
growl, shards of crystal shoot out from them in all directions. And let me make sure that I know what I'm doing here.
So what are we rolling?
Did he just like porcupine us?
He porcupined us.
Yep.
Not nice to not ask for permission to be porcupined.
So I'm going to need a dodge save, please, from everyone who is corporeal.
Don't forget your +5s.
Thank you
This,
for that.
where is it? I have evasion 1. So I get
That will-
+2, huh? +2 circumstance bonus to dodge resistance checks to avoid area effects. That's not this, is it?
Yeah, this is an area effect.
Okay. So then whatever I roll +2?
Yep.
+7 technically, I guess, in total.
Oh yeah, because of
Mhm.
Ah, yeah, thank you. Oh, this is rude then. This is rude. +7, so that is 26.
That
I'm going to go ahead and spend a luck point and re-roll the 4 that I just got.
You see, I just had to do some math here. I have a total of like 33, so
And Brandon, for the record, I did give you a hero point for the inspiration, because that is a sort of, I enjoy that was her first use of her powers. So
Yeah. I have 2 levels of evasion, so I got a 29.
did anyone get below a 15?
Nope.
Then you're all fine as these shards of crystal just go flying everywhere.
oh yeah, delightful.
And that is blue group. Morganite.
Okay, so first things first, this girl's in the midst of panic because she's kind of surrounded. Like, the only place she can go is back into a corner. No one's actually gotten hurt yet, though. Okay, so
That crystalloid got hurt.
I don't want to heal him.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so I can't actually find on my character sheet what action this is. But she has an inspiring light that I would kill to use or to click and send on the chat, but I don't know how that's working right now. I don't know what type of action that is. I'm pretty sure it's a move action.
it is actually, unless we build it, otherwise it should be a standard to activate the light.
I don't see. It's the problem. It isn't listing anything.
It is a standard.
Okay. Well, that is what she is going to activate. I don't have a fancy catchphrase for that one. But this is a don't see the aura. I'm pretty sure it's a 30 feet radius.
No, 120 foot radius.
120 foot radius. Okay.
It's the entire cavern.
But what it does is it kind of washes over everyone and gives them a feeling of motivation, power, confidence, maybe even. And in game terms, this gives everyone accurate attack, all out attack, defensive attack, favored environment within the light source I have, and power attack. And it's selective, so it only works for the people I like. For example,
And
the
teamwork.
other. and teamwork. So this works on the GemStars only because I don't really want to buff the crystal.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll let you guys figure out how to work that into yourselves.
I don't even know all the
Could you,
words that
could,
she
yeah,
said.
could you like put a note in the chat window of everything we got?
Yeah, sure. Give me a
Where's
sec.
our bag of holding that just tells us everything we need?
So you get all of this.
Very spicy.
And teamwork, which is
And
not
teamwork.
listed. Which was not
And it was
listed.
teamwork to share that you get teamwork.
And she's just gonna kind of go, I believe in you guys. We've got this. You guys got this.
I believe you still have movement if you'd like to GTFO.
Where do I go from this point?
I'm just giving you the option.
She's instead going to, in this, not really a move action, but actually just kind of reach over and put a hand on Emerald's shoulder, like, you got this, right?
Right?
Yeah.
We got this. Go
I
team.
think they've got this.
They've got this. Go team.
Okay. Gas cloud.
So the gas cloud, thinking to themselves, well, this is interesting, is going to drift over, lined up with those 3 small crystalloids that are all in lightning bolt formation,
Yep.
and is gonna shoot a bolt of lightning at them.
Like you do.
So the 3 of them need to give me first a dodge save against a DC of 20.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, dear Lord. Okay. I've got a 7, a 9, and a 19.
Oh, great. Well, then they can all give me a DC 25 toughness save as lightning crackles across them.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna be like, well, they can all give me death because they're dead.
I wish.
The
Okay.
lightning crashes.
What was the
25.
Everyone of a certain age gets that song stuck in their head.
you said a 25?
Yeah,
I
because it's
absolutely hate you,
rank
Brandon.
10 because it's an area effect, so it can't be more than rank 10.
Cool. Okay, so
They're all dead.
lightning crackles and, excuse me, roll 20, give me control, please. Oh, I was on the wrong thingy.
Still blame roll 20.
Yeah, blame roll 20 anyways, because you can.
Yeah, because why not? What are you doing to me right now? There we go. All right. Boom.
Whew.
Yay!
And
So-
I told
Lightning
you they got it.
shoots through that line of 3, and the sparks kind of all over through the, you can actually see the lightning moving through the pieces of crystal, and they sink into the ground.
cool. And since I'm the first person who's been able to take a turn since Morganite enabled the light, I will declare that I am using my favorite environment for a bonus to my defense, and +2 to all of my defenses.
Okay. And for the record, because I forgot to mention this, if anyone has takedown, the little ones are minions.
Ah,
Yeah, minions.
So
I'm good.
I'm done. Ruby, you're up, and that gas cloud just took out all the people you were gonna punch.
Yeah, I don't need
I don't
takedown
know about all
now.
the people. There's that really big one to the left.
I
of
mean,
you.
there's still Yeah, so she was at first facing those guys because she'd blocked the punch from one, and then they all get annihilated by a lightning bolt. So she turns to one of the larger guys in the room,
I mean,
and it's very cool. So she'll turn around, probably a bit backlit by that lightning bolt.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take that +2 for favorite environment, put it in my attack. I'm gonna take that +5
Yeah.
as well. And I'm going to power attack and all out attack.
Oh, shit.
So my attack roll is normal. My damage effect is up by 5, and my defenses are down by 5. That's probably okay. And so my attack will go up by 7. My effect will go up by 5, and I am going to swing a fist, which like covers itself in like this red crystalline energy. And here comes a punch.
Right in the crotch.
I'm gonna spend a hero
No,
point
hero
because
point.
I said too many things to roll a low number.
you did.
For those at home, that's a 9.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Okay. Try that again.
Hey.
Much
Ruby,
better.
22. So with the +5 and the +7, that's a 29 with
Yeah,
a 34
No,
effect.
something weird happened
Yeah,
with those rolls.
You're going to need to check your character sheets because that does not look correct.
What? Yeah, it does.
No, the first punch, the way it's
Rolled a 3, added
That's-
Yeah, I
bonus
rolled a 3 to get a 9, and the next one I rolled a 16 to get
to
a
get a 22.
Yeah.
that is not how it looks to me.
That's how it looks to me.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Interesting.
It goes 1d20 CS.
Oh, because that attack can crit on a 19. So if I roll a 19 or a 20, then it'll show the crit highlight.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, as long as it looks right to you, it's fine.
Well, the roll checks out.
Okay.
But add 7 to the attack roll.
Yeah, you don't really need to.
Well, it's also multi-attack.
So kind of does.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so give me a total.
So it would normally 34. If I'm 10 over, then it's +2. If I'm 15 over, then it's +5.
It's a 29 to hit.
With a 29 to hit, yeah.
What would my favorite?
What is 10
environment be for
over?
He's
said-
already including the favorite environment bonus.
that?
Tim.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calvin, what was your 10 over number?
29 on the attack.
Yeah. What's the DC 10 over?
Well, it's whatever his parry is. If his parry is 19,
I'm saying he hit +10.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then add another 2 onto the effect. I'll be adding 5 from the power attack, so add 7 onto 29, which equals 236.
Cool. I'm
Oh.
sure this is fine. Woo! What's 23 minus 36?
13.
Which is that's a stagger, correct?
Yeah, staggered.
Sure is.
Or stunned or whatever.
Wow.
it is.
You just staggered the absolute ever-loving crap
Out of that big boy.
out of that big boy.
Woohoo!
That absolute chonker.
Go teamwork.
Just feeling inspired by her new friends, Ruby turns around and just swings a mighty fist. Like it embeds a couple inches deep into the crystal form of this creature.
It sure does.
Woo!
Like they were squishy on the inside.
I'm trying to get to the inside.
See, I told you
Go
they got
Ruby.
it.
Ruby. Is that the gem of this? Go Ruby.
All right.
Thanks.
It is now red group's turn.
No.
They only have everybody only has 2 people left.
Mhm.
So red group. What is okay? So the small red one is going to vanish into the floor and pop up right next to Ruby.
Oh. What?
What?
I got their attention.
And the big red one is going to double move to get back into the action.
Do not like this.
So the little one is the only one that can do anything, and it's going to try and hit you, Ruby.
Yep.
With its mighty fist.
My
Although I believe
defenses
you
are
have
down.
impervious, don't you?
Yes, impervious 10, so I think 5 damage is blocks, if I remember how impervious works.
Yes.
So who had B on their bingo sheet for the first camera going out?
Whose camera went out?
Mine did. I got it back on.
Okay. Okay, so they only rolled a 12 to hit you anyway. So
Actually, because I did what's all out attack, my defenses are down by 5, which would mean a 12 would hit me.
okay.
You adding
So
a
we set
plus
a
2 from favored environment?
No, that's only to attack or defense,
Oh,
if I
yeah,
recall.
you used it to attack.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we can do? Any other shenanigans?
okay.
Nothing, I think.
Why are you not listing my ranks on here, you stupid piece of poopy? That is not helpful.
If the DC for the damage is higher than 20, then it has more than 5 ranks of damage.
Okay. Good. It also has penetrating. So
Oh, so
okay, so if it does
Fair
hit you,
Yes.
I need a 25 toughness save, please.
Okay. Roll for toughness. Ooh. Oh no, I spent my hero point. Oh.
Let's go +5.
you have the inspiration going.
Oh yeah, the inspiration's still going. So 20.
Which is a bruise and a daze.
Yep.
Fair enough. I'm pretty distracted right now.
You're like, did you see that? Oh!
Just right in the back of the head.
Well, and you didn't think there was anyone left behind you because you just saw them get lightning bolted.
It did kind of pop up on you there, like,
Yeah.
woo,
Yeah.
hey, how's it going? And that brings us back to the top of round 2 for Sodalite.
Okay, so
Everything's
wondering-
happening.
yeah, as all of this nonsense is happening, can I theater of the mind this part, that because of like the appearing and reappearing, she's going to use hide in plain sight and like dip around one, like the new minion that booped Ruby in the back of the head, and disappear. Does that make sense?
I believe you could do that, but I think you still have to make a stealth check.
Yeah, you can hide without any need for a deception or intimidation check for any sort of diversion and without penalty to your stealth check.
So, but you still need to make a stealth check, but yeah, you can do that.
It's fine.
Kind of getting your rogue on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure-
29.
I'm pretty sure you're fine, but let me roll it just for funsies. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, and then because
And where would you like to move to?
essentially I'm gonna come over here in like this corner.
Mhm.
And this is going back to Alexandrite disappearing, but she's struggle bussing somewhere. Because of my mind reading, can I still hear her struggle bussing?
Remind me how the mind reading works.
There is nothing filled in.
Aaron, remind us how the mind reading works.
So mind reading, the thing that we did not give you is a mental sense to detect minds. You
Okay.
can read the mind of anyone you can perceive, but since you can't perceive Alexandrite at the moment, you can't
You can't read their mind. Okay.
Now, what about the fact that Alexandria
read
can
my
also
mind?
read minds?
Doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
You
She
said
wouldn't
I
be
should
like
be able to-
accidentally, well, I guess she could be accidentally telling people that she's in various stages of denial of what's going on.
You do have mental communication. You can communicate with all of us and set up a mind link where we can all hear each other. If you wanted to.
Then she's going to accidentally do that at some point in time.
Okay. It's a free action for you, so you definitely could do it, but
Dude, I'm like chock full of free actions. This is dope.
So the answer so light to that one is no.
Okay, that is fine. She is not happy with these big boys being so close. But she's also pretty frazzled. Can I do psychic attack on Big Red Boy?
Sure. Is that a will save?
I don't know.
it should be a damage attack against will, and it's perception range, so Joe doesn't even need to roll it.
Oh, okay.
But if it's immune to will effects, then it won't do anything.
It's not.
Yeah.
So I will roll that.
Okay.
It's a 22. I don't know what the DC is.
25, I think. Yeah, 25
Yep.
DC.
So that's a bruise.
Oh, well, I could have just.
Yep.
All right. So you made that guy's head hurt. You actually hear that gravel over glass sound of their speech, and it's definitely screaming in pain. And you just kind of sink back into the shadows some more. All right. That
all,
takes us.
all she did was like crouch behind that crystal and just kind of like gave an evil eye of like, how the fuck do I attack you? And then he's like, oh, my head. And I'm like, I don't know.
That's how. And that takes us to Green Leader, who's staggered. And crap on a cracker, that is hindered and dazed.
Hindered and dazed.
So, well, I mean, you're still standing right there, so it's gonna swing
Yeah.
at you. It didn't like that at all.
I can't imagine it would
No.
have.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
So the big guys hit harder, which means I need a 28 toughness.
30.
And you're fine. So the big red thing swings, just pounds straight down at you like a, one of those those hammers that pound metal or whatever. And it almost bounces off the top of your head and it growls at you.
Yeah, she like cringes right before it hits, and then again starting to feel very confident. Except for
She's
the
like,
base.
oh, it's fine. Emerald.
So Emerald starts kind of softly talking to herself, trying to figure out what to do. Oh, so the phrase was fortunes. This must have something to do with luck. I wonder if I have a way to give all my friends a little luck. And she concentrates, spends a luck point, and all of her friends get a luck point.
Oh.
You no longer have +5, but you have a reroll.
Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
Nope, not you. It's missing.
And then it's like,
And
oh
Mari.
goodness, I hope that worked.
I feel really lucky.
Yes, roll 20. I know I must deal. Okay, shut up. Everyone should have their luck point now.
Yay.
All right. Emerald, would you like to move?
I look around and it's like, where would I move?
I'm just now remember that you can't see Alexandrite, so
Yeah.
it does
Uh,
look open there.
Yeah, but then I'm away from all of my friends, which she doesn't like. And would consider, that's probably unsafe. Like I can't abandon Mari, and I'm not sure it'd be any safer anywhere else on my own. So
It's just Mary. It was just Mary, but spelled weird.
Yeah, I want to say Mari too.
Sorry.
It's all right.
That's how you
Okay.
would say it, I guess, in typical Japanese, but
oh, I'll let my turn.
Okay. Alexandrite,
Mm.
you're invisible.
I am. So she's gonna, who was it that, what I would have heard Soda basically talking shit about me, right?
I don't think so.
Or am I too far away from her?
I don't think she was actually
I
talking shit
wasn't
about you.
talking shit.
No, I know, but she's gonna think you were because you were like, she's around here, she's probably hurt. She's gonna be very upset that you thought she wouldn't be able to hear. Was it you that was asking where I was?
It was more of I wanted to see if my mind reading
Oh, you were
on
just,
you being like, fuck, what's happening? Oh shit, I don't like that.
oh, okay. Sorry, I heard you wrong then. I thought you were saying like you were worried where she was and that she was hurt and all that. So she was like,
No, she took
No.
notice that like girl disappeared, whatever. I don't like this big mofo right here.
More
So-
important things to worry about.
okay, so that changes what I was gonna do. Because what she was gonna do is she's gonna try and walk over there and grab her, but not realize that she can't, because she can't see her, she won't. But it's all change what I'm doing. So she's still got the staff that finally finished like reverberating in her hand. And she just stands there and she's going to slam down her staff just as like a, okay, it stopped moving, I'm gonna put it down onto the ground. And it's suddenly going to be able to hear what or like communicate with everybody else, but not realize what she's doing.
So she's activating her mental communication.
Yes. So like she can hear other people's thoughts, and then she starts screaming and they start answering, and then she's like freaking out, essentially.
Cool. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. She's so excited.
Would you like to move while you're doing that?
No, she's just gonna, because she doesn't know that they can't see her. So she thinks that they're all just looking at her when really they're looking at the big scary monsters. Like she can't figure out that they don't realize she's also standing right next to them. So she's just gonna stand there. But because the activating the mental power was a free action, so I can still hit Mr. Blue Guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you'd like to, you sure can.
So she's just gonna stay there because she still thinks that everyone can see her, and then she is going to try. What is she gonna do? She's gonna use the staff again as a baseball bat to the back of Blue Guy's knees. Because she's still not quite understanding that it's magic that she's using. So she like doesn't quite understand like this is a magical staff, not just a club.
It'll work as a club.
Apparently not very effectively though. Got a 19.
That will hit.
Oh wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure.
They're freaking huge.
And it still can't see you.
That's true. Yeah, I can't see. Yeah, that's true. I guess it still can't see me. It's just, I just keep going up and just like trying to take out people's kneecaps all the time.
What am I? Oh, there it is. Okay,
18.
it wasn't showing. Oh dear. That is a stagger.
Nice.
So you bring this thing down to one knee. As you hit it in the back of its knee, it buckles and it goes down into that almost like I'm proposing stance. You feel real good about that. That was a 9 that I rolled.
Oh shit. So she is, so when
Yeah,
that
that was actually a 1 rolled.
so after she kind of takes him down, she's gonna like kind of give a little victory, like, haha, suck it. But she's going to say that like
In her
in her
mind?
head. And so she's projecting it to everybody else. And since no one really knows, she has kind of a gravelly kind of, I mean, what you'd expect a kind of, you know, a vampire-y devil would sound like. She has that kind of voice, so everyone essentially could think that the monsters are talking to them.
I don't
But
think
yeah,
you
she
sound
just
like
said, you just
Crystal
hear
either.
all of a sudden, someone saying, "Oh yeah, suck it," really loud.
But in your head.
Yeah, but in your head.
Ruby
you
looks up at the
see-
Guardian.
You see this you see this big one of these big like 20-footers take a knee, and then you hear real loud in your head, yeah, suck it.
Oh, that's disturbing.
That was unexpected.
And then so now you're just hearing her respond going, "What?" And like she's looking around because she's not understanding that you guys still can't see her.
Where
Wait.
are you?
Are you in our heads?
I don't think so.
I don't
Are you okay?
I mean, I don't think so. You guys are in my head. Like now she's getting defensive.
Okay, let's figure this out later. Crystals.
Right, so that moves us to blue leader, who cannot see or hear Alexandrite, and so assumes that whatever just happened to it came from Emerald, because Emerald's right there.
Of course.
And it can't move, so it's just gonna lash out at you. Does an 18 hit?
No.
So it's going to lash out at you and completely fail to do anything, and you hear a heavy sigh.
It comes down with a strike that literally lands millimeters from her toes, and she just looks up at it like, "Hi."
The small one next to you is actually going to reach out for Morganite.
No. No, you don't have to.
It doesn't have to, but it's gonna.
But he doesn't
Fair.
have to. He could just not.
But it wants to.
I don't want him to.
23?
No.
23 doesn't hit?
24.
Wow. All
My
right.
dodge is 14, so unless I'm doing this wrong, dodge and parry is 14, so unless I'm counting wrong.
No,
No,
that's right.
that's correct. Okay, Morganite, it just swung at you. It totally missed. The little one. The big one's on its knee.
Okay, so my mom's gonna kill me.
Hey, if your mother knew where you were right now.
Never get to leave the house again.
Don't worry, we can come up with a great cover story for you.
What cover story? Okay, so am I insane, or did Ruby get hit and hurt?
I did.
Okay, well, where's that? The healing's a burst.
Mhm. You can heal all of us.
That is so cool. I haven't looked at the character sheet since it was built a while ago, so seeing her friend hurt. She's really like wanting to help, and that is how she accidentally stumbles on the healing. Which I would love to send out, but once again, it's not really working as I would hope. But so okay, how does this work exactly?
So you have to make a D20 plus your ranks in healing, which should be 10.
Yeah.
Each
Treatment.
and the DC is 10. Each degree of success heals 1 damage condition, starting with the worst and working down.
Okay, so do I roll or do I roll my treatment?
Roll a D20 plus 10.
Okay. That is a bad roll. I would like to use my luck. Or would that be enough?
That will be enough to heal one degree from everyone.
No, we'll do that. We'll take that. We'll take that.
That would be would that be the bruise or the days first?
That would be
Okay.
the days.
That's the
So-
worst effect.
Oh, who's
Yeah.
that sexy man?
And anyone else, if someone else had gotten hurt, would heal one of theirs too.
Yep.
I'm just gonna assume that's a standard because it doesn't once again list, but I know
It is definitely a standard.
it's definitely a standard.
Yeah.
And Ray is just kind of like, yeah. Can you? Why are they fighting us? Why is this our training? Go almost die. This sucks.
Don't worry, we got this. You just keep doing that thing you're doing.
Feel better.
Don't get hurt.
I can't make that promise.
Well, I mean, I guess I can try to help anytime you do.
Perfect.
Gas cloud.
The gas cloud, realizing that they turned into gas without meaning to, thinks, I wonder what else I can transform into. With a move action, they coalesce from being a gas cloud into a mostly humanoid blob of water. Well, not water, because it's kind of hissing and crackling as where they're touching the crystal as they transform themselves into acid.
Cool. I'm
Um,
sure that's fine.
and that's a move action. So for my standard, I will use elongation to reach out and smack the red crystalloid between me and Ruby.
The little one.
Yeah, the little one. And I will use my favorite environment for attack, and I will all-out attack and power attack. So I will end up with a +2 to this roll to hit, +5 to damage, and -5 to my defenses.
Okay, that was a lot of numbers. You roll and tell me what you get.
Okay, so I ended up with a 27 to hit,
That'll hit.
and it is 32 points of acid damage.
Or a DC.
Or DC 32.
Yeah. I got where you were going there, Mr. Pathfinder. Yeah, that one just bubbles and crumbles into the ground.
Yay!
This
Good
is
job.
rather amazing.
How the
Okay.
I wonder what else I can do.
Team Red's down to one big dude. Ruby.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out, because I shaped my power like a cone for some reason, if I can cone these two guys without hitting any of my friends.
What's the size of the cone?
It's 15 feet. I think if I just scoot to the right a bit, then I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not staggered, so yeah.
Yep.
I would
not
I would
staggered.
say if you were right oops, I'm on the wrong tool to ping. If you were right here, you could definitely cone both of them without hitting any of your buddies. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Standing in the goo of the one I just dissolved.
Just stepping back a bit, noticing the squelch under her boots and trying to focus on not that. Ruby is going to unleash a, I guess instinctively, she's going to want to like try to punch both of these guys at once. And she is going to swing out with a burst of fists that generate more magical crystal fists and unleash her ultimate move.
Oh, unleash it, unleash it.
It has been unloosed.
There shouldn't be an attack roll for that because it is
No, because it's an area
effect.
effect.
All
Say
right,
it.
so we're
Say
making,
it.
yes, you must say it.
Does she know the okay? Okay.
It comes to her.
So she'll move and instinctively a phrase will appear in her mind and she will call out Ruby Flurry, Fists of Fury.
Okay. So is that it? That's a dodge, correct? Because it's area.
Yeah, dodge of 20 first and then toughness of 25 if they.
Okay. That's a fail and a fail. Okay. 26. So green is fine.
No.
13. I believe
That sounds like a second stagger to me.
that is a second stagger. And with that, they disappear into the ground as well. Does that finish your go there, Ruby?
Yeah, I moved and standard and that's it for now.
Okay.
Ooh. Arciela,
Yeah.
throw me.
Yeah.
What? What are you two plotting
Oh, this is so much fun.
So the red one did not like any of that. It is going to move forward. And make sure that I'm using the right sheet. And gonna try to hit you some more.
Yep.
And fail miserably. I'm assuming a 13 does not hit you.
With my defenses back to normal, no.
So angry and just whoop, whoop.
You just hold on a sec.
And that takes us to the top of round 3. And before Soda can do anything, from the Guardian, he raises his arms and you hear enough. And all of the crystalloids sink into the ground, except for the Guardian.
Oh, I was about to give you all hero points.
And the cavern returns to its normal. It's bigger, less closed in on you, and a little less pointy. Not completely unpointy, but like less threateningly pointy.
Oh my god.
I raised my hand.
And the crystals that he's standing on come back down into the ground, and he walks towards you. Yeah.
Mr. Rock Person Mentor, sir.
You may call me Rar.
Mr. Rar.
Rawr, rawr.
Rar.
Rar?
We didn't kill any of them, did we?
No, they are fine.
Good.
So, why? What?
Yay!
You did well.
What?
I really wanted to do that throw move.
Did very well.
I'm sure we'll get another chance.
Another?
I will change from being a humanoid acid blob back into a person.
Thank you. No. Mary's about to go for a panic attack. It's nice to actually have a human at least.
Wasn't there 6 of us here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You don't see me either, is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to our other two?
so
So
Elliot's
like
gonna kind of
Alexandrite, you may come out.
she's just gonna kind of show up behind everybody, just like creepishly, like right up against. I feel like Mary is who she should be right behind.
Oh, because like Soda definitely just like peeks out from behind Amber, like, yeah, what?
Yeah, she's so she just kind of comes up and standing, and she just kind of like gently like curls her fingers onto their shoulders, and it just kind of suddenly is there.
And in her transformed form, her fingers have like these, they're like pointy razor nail fingers. They're kind of creepy.
Yeah, just the most scared.
Fun fact.
Oh, there they are.
Scare me to deathly, don't you?
So as the GemStars end their first experience at actually being GemStars, we are going to go ahead and take our break
Yay, I gotta go to the bathroom.
because I know a couple of us need to use the restroom.
Yeah.
So we are going to take our break now, assuming that Alex is with us. We're going to take our break,
Alex
get a
is always
drink,
with us.
stretch our legs, possibly use the restroom, and we will be back shortly.